Welcome to Smart Cherry's Thoughts. This is Sai from India.
Hi,
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing great. It's Friday, so I'm definitely happy about that.
Firstly, thank you very much, Priscilla, for giving me opportunity to interview you for my YouTube channel and podcast.
You're very welcome. Thank you for having me.
So I thought to tell about the work that you are doing to my audience.
Okay.
So can you please introduce yourself?
Yes, so my name is Priscilla Burch, and I am the founder and CEO of a new social sharing platform called Fun Club.
And I can see you also do a full-time work.
Yes, sir. So I'm currently the Senior Cyber Operations Project Manager for Sr.Cyber, which is the cybersecurity division of the U.S. Army under the Department of Defense. Yes.
Yeah, so I can see you are already into tech industry from long time, and also you're working as in cyber security. So what made you to start this fan club?
So, to be very honest with you, I started Fun Club out of the gist of trying to figure out what was missing from the social media space. Um, to not so much of reinvent the wheel, but to figure out what the pain point was, as stated, and then find a solution to that problem. So as I started kind of developing the product out, of course, over 8 years ago, it started as a mere idea, as much most companies do, right? And then I actually started to, kind of piece things together in terms of how I wanted to build the product out and what some of the features, the initial features would look like for some of the early adopters on the platform. And then from there, I started to work with several different developers that were outsourced in Mumbai, India. And as we started building the product out, of course, as you know, you go through a process called discovery. And this is what you have to do in terms of trying to also make sure that you're not wasting any time and or unnecessary efforts, and also uh, financing to build out a product that users may not even want, or the world may not even be ready for, right? So prior to me actually building the product out, let me step back for a minute. I actually started to go through discovery, and we basically went through a process of doing surveys to see what it was out there that the world itself felt as if was also missing from social media when it comes to the live entertainment space. As you are very well aware, we have several social media companies that live in the world today that is very well known. And Fun Club's main purpose was to be created exclusively to social share content around live entertainment and people basically having their most lit moments. So just think of when individuals are at concerts, music festivals, any type of parties, any sort of sporting events, galas, et cetera, et cetera. This is where you would share that content. And we actually wanted to get away from all the other things that kind of lies on Instagram's platform right now, such as, all the narcissism. Hey, look at me. This is what I'm wearing. This is me on the treadmill. I'm at the gym. This is what I'm eating for today. Hey, I'm walking my dog through the shopping mall, etc. Right? So we basically wanted to, keep things in a pleasant place and basically release happy endorphins in the universe because sad but true, social media is very toxic. And we know that, it's not, the world right now is suffering really bad when it comes to all the different things that the world is going through at this present moment, especially from, the pandemic with COVID-19. A lot of people just went into very dark places mentally, and they needed a place to escape. And I think this is also too why Fun Club is, kind of positioning itself to be the next big thing in the social media space when it comes to, as I stated, putting something out there that is built more around happy times, where people can come on the platform and they can laugh and have a good time and put a smile on their face and kind of get away from all the toxicity that stem from all the other social media platforms. So with that being said, as I started to build out the platform, as stated, I also ended up finding out something that piqued my interest even more than just building out a product that is a cool product, and also a product that's built around just sharing live entertainment type content. But what also became very, very near and dear to my heart was me seeing the effects that social media has on teens from a mental standpoint, and me wanting to also create a platform that kind of helps those groups of individuals as well. Because as stated, not to dethrone anybody, but I can only keep going back to certain platforms in which that live in this world today that is very, very common among users. And Instagram, because it is the platform that is generated around all things content based. This is where a lot of younger people tend to go to, if you will, compare themselves, right, to the content that they see. They may look at other younger women or older women or women from just other parts of the world that may look a certain way, and they tend to try to add up to what they see, instead of not realizing that a lot of that information and or content that's shared on Instagram is not real, right? It's like you live in a fake world, if you will. But this also too has caused a lot of teens to have mental distress, to even become very depressive and suicidal. And so that became even more important to me than just building out a platform, again, that was generated around sharing content based around live entertainment, right? From there, I also, as I feel is very important to mention, that I am a cybersecurity expert. And I also recognize that that's also one of the major components that's missing from other social media and social networking companies in this world today as well. We can take several examples. One of the bigger ones was the Cambridge Analytica scandal via Facebook, and how users' information and data was sold to Russia. And for me, being a cybersecurity expert, that is a huge concern for me, particularly, right? And I feel like that is one of the key components, again, that's missing, that we also have to pay very close attention to wanting to fix, because cybersecurity and security in general should be first and should not be last only when something happens, okay? So I basically took all of those things that were very important to me, and I implemented those things into the platform that I built today, okay? So fast forward, Fun Club is now a live platform that currently sits in the App Store. We continue to garner users every single month by way of running contests through Instagram and Facebook. And what we do is we basically interact with the users that are on the platform by allowing them to enter contests, and they can win cool things such as like tickets to some of the coolest music festivals, concerts all across the country, right? And it's been working very well for my brand in particular. I know that everybody has their own different ways in which they, kind of raise their, get their user base up. But that particular one thing has worked extremely well for Fun Club. And of course, we have some other cool things that are under our sleeve as well, right? That we're not kind of putting out there as of yet. But I'm basically, again, I'm positioning Fun Club to be the next big thing, because I feel like, the world is at a place now where it's definitely ready for something new and exciting that is built around happy moments. I can't stress that no more, no less. But this is the time, and it's very important, because this world is suffering a lot when it comes to just, things just being very depressive and sad, and people just not being in a good space mentally. And this is why I continue my journey with Fun Club.
So before this interview, I interacted with you, and you said the purpose of fan club, why it started, and why you wanted to start it. I can understand that. I can see that you have so much concern about the human values, and not being a technologist. How this is there in you? Is that the reason why you started fan club, and you are adding all those values in the form of features in fan club?
Yes. So back prior to me starting the company, I actually was in college for cybersecurity. And, we all have, as I explain to a lot of younger people, when I mentor younger people, I explain to them that we all in life have a gift and a talent, and we're all placed here for a divine purpose and reason. It's just a matter of us figuring out what that purpose is. And in my time during college, I shortly realized that while cybersecurity was very important to me, and it still is, because that's what I do full time, I realized that my path to technology was by way of me going to school for cybersecurity, if that makes sense. But cybersecurity in school was not really holding my attention enough. And I realized that that's because I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I wanted to do things that was impactful. And it's not to say that education is not important, because I always stress to everybody that education is very important, even if it's self-education and you learning things, whether it's reading things in a book or going to the World Wide Web, or just, watching documentaries, anything that you deem that you need for yourself to learn more and to expand your knowledge is always going to be very important and critical for your own personal growth. However, I feel like for me, it was meant for me to be an entrepreneur. And that's the reason why I continued down this path of getting as much education as I absolutely could, and then taking the necessary steps, if you would, to put myself in an entrepreneurial position, so that I can, again, build some things that were impactful to the world as a whole, and just create true change that's needed in the world that we live today.
Is it a web app or a mobile app?
It's
And
a
how
mobile
many
app.
users? How many
So
users you have
as
already?
of right now, so the app launched in August of last year, 2021. And as of today's date, we have about maybe 3,500 downloads, which is it's not a huge number, but I think for me, I am more into slow growth, because I really wanted to understand what it was that I was building. And I also understand the importance of not things being done from a mindset of expediency, and taking my time to really grow a business. I did not create Fun Club from the gist of wanting to create something that was a fast fix where I could make, $1 million within like the first 2 or 3 years. Of course, I want to make money from my brand, but again, that wasn't the main purpose of why I started down this journey. For me, it was about change, right? And what that looked like to the world as a whole. And then understanding that if I continue to put the hard work in, that the money would definitely follow at some point. And I always stress that too, to people that I mentor. It's about what your true passion is. but also making sure that, again, that when you're building something, that you're not so much of reinventing the wheel, but just finding a true pain point and finding the absolute best solution to that problem. Yes.
So what age group people will connect with this app?
So the target demographic is Gen Z, millennial, college students in between the age of 18 and 35. And also for anybody that's in the entertainment space, whether you're a party promoter, a DJ, a up and coming artist, a venue owner, things of that nature, we welcome all of those individuals as well. But Fun Club also is open to everybody of all ages, right? We don't discriminate. Even when it comes to, races of people, Fun Club is a platform that loves everybody. We want everybody to enjoy the platform, to have fun on the platform, and just, experience in the best possible way that they can.
So what are the user experiences that you hear?
Say that one more time.
The user experiences of Fan Club.
So you're saying, what is it that I've heard? So what type of feedback?
Yeah, feedback. What the users of yours, what they experienced.
So the users absolutely love the platform, which was very exciting for me because, again, this is my very first product and project that I've ever started and kind of birthed on my own. And, for me not to come from your typical technology background, meaning, from Silicon Valley, I am very, very excited, but also very humble to see, the excitement that the users get when me and my company or, my team, when we basically post contests through Instagram and Facebook, how excited they are to be a part of the contest, to download the app and upload and share their content. It's very, very breathtaking and very exciting, but humbling as well to see, the interaction that I receive from the users every single day.
So where it has been used? Only in US?
Yes. Currently only in the US, as far as I know.
So can you tell in which states it has been used?
So as of right now, I do have a way that I can track that via the App Store on the development side. And I will tell you, at least about 90% of users are from the United States. And you have maybe 1-2%. Some people are in Europe. I did see people in Europe. I see maybe like 1%, of course, in Africa. And also maybe a little bit in Canada. But that's pretty much it for right now.
So which means that it works everywhere in the world.
Yes, correct.
So you're connected with these event managing companies and entertainment things.
Well, right now I work with several entertainment venues that are actually located right here in my hometown in Washington, D.C. And then I'm actually in the position now of expanding out to Miami and also working with some local entertainers, such as artists and also some comedians as well, because that is a part of, entertainment as well. And also up and coming promoters and DJs as well. Yes.
So what kind of events that you have already added in the app?
So right now, there's not any events added in the app as of this moment, but there is a feature that sits in the application where you as a user can actually create your own event. And that event, once it's created, you can actually invite individuals that actually sit on the Fun Club platform, and you can choose to make the event public or private. But the cool thing about that particular feature is that once that event is published, it sits in real time on the Google Maps API. And then once the event is over with, it disappears. So that is also a very key element to the Fun Club platform because, again, we're positioning ourselves to be the one-stop shop for all things live entertainment. And we want to provide as much as different features to the user for the best user experience so that they don't have to continue to use 5 to 8 to 10 different platforms to do one thing, right? So that's what Fun Club is positioning itself to do.
So what is the process for registration?
It's a free downloadable app. It's free. Anybody can download it. Anyone can use it. Everything for right now is free to all users that are able to utilize the platform.
So what credential that they need to give, and also what about the data protection?
So the credentials right now is your basic profile creation of you entering your name, your sex, female or male, or indifferent if you choose to not respond to that. And also your telephone number and things of that nature, email address, very basic, typical things that you would need when you register on any other platform. And when it comes to the data protection piece, again, because I am the face of this brand and because of the work that I do every day, which is trying my very best to save people all across this country's information protection of that and their data, that is one of the most important things for me being the face of this company when it comes to Fun Club. So we're actually working right now to implement also crypto and also blockchain as one of the security pieces for protection of people's information and data, but that has not been fully implemented at this point as of yet.
So how you are giving service to the event creators?
How are we? Repeat that.
How you are going to support the event creators of your app?
Well, the way that we support them is by giving them a free platform for them to be able to promote whatever event it is that they are having at that particular moment. One of the examples would be if I am an individual that's running a local nightclub. Basically, same thing. I would upload my profile, create my profile. I would upload any pertinent information in terms of the location of my venue, the days of business, the time of business of operation, open to close, whatever events that I'm getting ready to have for that week. I make sure that I also upload that information to the platform as well. And then anybody that's on the platform that's following me can also see that information as well. And then they can start to engage with me, ask me questions in terms of ticketing costs. Is there any cover charge and things of that nature? And again, that is free to everybody. It doesn't matter if you are a venue owner, a party promoter, a DJ, an up and coming artist, or a basic user that just wants to, kind of come to the platform and see what Fun Club is all about. Again, we did not want to create this from the standpoint of charging the user right away. We wanted to give the user an ability to find out about Fun Club and then kind of venture through the platform so that they can enjoy it and, and feel inclined to uploading their content as well. And then maybe later on down the line, as we continue to add more features, maybe there will be some sort of minimal subscription base where you may have to pay very minimal amount of money to maybe download the app or to, partake in some of the features that are on the app.
So what about notifications?
Yes, there is notifications. One of those things would be if you are receiving an invite to an event, you'll get the notification right directly inside the Fun Club app that somebody has sent you something. So yes, we do have that as well.
So you said you want to reach everywhere in the world
Yes.
with this. So how you are going to make this happen?
So again, as how I understand growth works in specifically social media platforms, because everything is about customer acquisition. From how I was taught, social media platforms are not created to typically generate capital. They're all about the customer acquisition. How many people download the product, how many people spend time on the product daily, weekly, monthly. What is the usage? As I stated, how often they're using it, but also are they using the app, or are they just downloading the app and then deleting the app from off of their phones? For me, my main focus is to lock a few areas in the United States down first, to prove that this is something that people do want, which that's already being shown right now, because we have people that are already engaging on the app on a daily basis. But then from that point, I want to then start to expand out to other countries. And then at some point, I would like to be in all countries in the entire world. That's my goal.
So what about the customer's point of view? Are you able to communicate and interact with the users that you have?
Yes. So inside the platform, while we don't currently have an active messaging feature, how in certain platforms you can do instant messaging. While we don't have that implemented at this particular moment, that is something that we're looking to implement in the very, very near future. But what you can do is, if someone uploads content, you can like the content, and you can also reply, submit a response to the content that an individual has shared. So that's one way that you can actually interact, with the user that's on the platform.
So what are the additional features that you want to add to the app?
So I would like to add ticketing, where users can actually go on the platform and purchase tickets to events. And while I must state that while we're not, in the position, we're not trying to become the next Ticketmaster, we want to provide that service as an option to the user, so that it can be a place of conveniency for the user, where they don't have to leave one platform and go outside of the platform to another platform to do something else. Also, in addition to that, we will have merchandise, not just your typical, hats, hoodies, things of that nature, but we'll also have limited edition items, which we would consider Fun Club swag for the user to purchase as well. And then there's some other things, memberships, of course, subscription-based memberships, as I spoke about earlier. But there's another thing, too, that I don't really want to give away the secret sauce of that as of yet. Stay tuned for that. I want to kind of keep that tucked away because that's actually going to be one of the things that separates Fun Club from all social media platforms and social networking platforms. And it's going to be very cool. So I'm very excited, and I can't wait to be able to share that with the world.
So how your full-time job, cybersecurity, how that experience or that knowledge or that profession of yours is helping you or helps you in doing this a new role of yours, because you are founder now, you are service provider. Now you have to take responsibility of everything, all sides of the business. So you switched your role. How that experience is going to helpful for you in this role?
Well, it's very helpful because, again, I have been doing cybersecurity work for about 12 years now. So I'm pretty skilled at this point, right? Wouldn't you agree? I think that cybersecurity has helped me a lot, tremendously, in what it is that I continue to build out, because, again, I understand the importance and the value behind being able to be the face of something where security to me is first and not last. And I want users to understand that my very first priority is to come out the gate with their protection of data information as key and first, not when something happens. Because as I stated, it's unfortunate that other big tech companies, they don't typically feel as if cybersecurity is a profitable business, if you will, which is very odd because, when it comes to the government, they pour billions of dollars into security platforms because they understand the importance of that as well. However, for me, because I am actually doing this wonderful work every day across the globe, that has helped me tremendously again. And I want to continue to utilize that experience to further expand my knowledge and building out this platform so that users again can know that I am somebody that has their best interests at heart. And it's not just about creating a cool platform, but that I am doing things so that it can be like impactful and world changing to everybody as a whole in the social media space in the world today.
So how you are going to give great user experience?
So we're already doing that now. One of the things is continuing to listen to the user and not feeling as if I know what the user wants and or needs, but listening to them, encouraging them to leave comments and, put reviews into the App Store when they download the product and when they actually have a chance to utilize the product so that myself and my team can go back and continue to funnel out the product to give the user the absolute best experience that they can actually have.
So how many people are working with you?
So right now I have a staff of 5 people, and this is not inclusive of the development team. And my team is absolutely phenomenal. And as of course, Fun Club is always looking to expand with bringing on some of the biggest and brightest stars in the world of technology, because we can never know too much or be too great of a company. It takes a lot of great ideas, but young and fresh ideas too, to continue to build the best products that the world sees in today's world.
And you said me that you're going to organize a launching event.
Yes. So my goal is to do a launch event by the end of this year, absolute latest spring of 2023. And it's going to be very fun. Hopefully, you can actually fly to the United States and go too.
I got the invitation.
Yes, for sure.
So at last, how Fan Club is useful for any user?
Well, again, Fun Club is, it's another social media platform, right? And the cool thing about it is that my understanding and how I see things is that social media is never going anywhere. It is the absolute largest way to disseminate information across the globe. But people will continue to build new things, right? As the world grows and as times change, and as younger people basically come up with fresh and new ideas, people are going to always continue to build things. And for me, it's about, like I stated, just being a part of that and doing everything I can possible to build a positive platform, a platform that is free from toxicity, is free from hate, basically sharing amongst all people, whether it's, your different sex, color, creed, it doesn't matter. I want everybody that comes to learn about Fun Club to absolutely enjoy it and know that they are welcome, irrespective of how different they may look. And that's pretty much it. I'm just here to, spread the wealth and just do great things and spread positivity in this world.
I can also see you are giving tickets, Justin Bieber tickets. I saw you shared in the Instagram.
Yes.
That's great. So,
Thank you.
so keep going. So, as a founder, as a cybersecurity professional, what is your observation about my work? Have you seen any videos of mine on YouTube?
Well, I will tell you, as I stated before, I think you've done a phenomenal job. You know, for you to be so young, I think that you've grown a lot in your career and what it is that you're doing. And I think we definitely need more people like you. So I definitely highly encourage you to continue to spread your wings, continue to learn, continue to want to grow, and be flexible, be pliable, continue to listen to, your users and other individuals that are out there to see what it is that they want from people such as yourself. And, continue to do great. I mean, as I stated, we definitely need young, fresh minds and entrepreneurs in this world. You guys are the future. And I definitely celebrate and congratulate. And if there's absolutely anything that I can do to be in support of your career, I'm a phone call, a Skype call, a LinkedIn message away. Just know that.
It's an honor you saying that. It's a very big thing for me, and I'll be very happy for today listening to your words. And
Absolutely.
so, can I put? I'll put your web link and also app link in the description of this video. People who finds our video on YouTube can see it, and also I'll put on the screen. I'll put the link on the screen. People who finds our video can on YouTube can see on the screen. Can you also spell to my podcast people?
Yes. So the name of the company is Fun Club, FUN Club, CLUB. In the App Store, it's Join Fun Club, one word, no spaces. And on Instagram, you can find us at Join the Fun Club, and the same on Facebook. Again, I definitely thank you for this wonderful time spent with you and just learning more about you and you learning more about me. And I hope that in the very near future, you and I can work together as well. And, figuring out what other cool things that we can bring to the Fun Club platform. I definitely highly encourage and invite those ideas, of course, as stated. And like I said, continue to do great things.
Sure. And this app is only for Apple users, and you have
Yes.
entered into Android.
Yes. So currently, unfortunately, right, we're only open to the App Store right now, but, stay tuned. We're working really, really diligently to get it in the Google Play Store very, very, very soon.
Awesome. Can I put this video on my YouTube channel with your permission?
Yes, absolutely.
And also, can I put this audio and video clip on my podcast, website, internet, social media, everywhere with your permission?
Yes, please do.
Thanks, Priscilla. Keep going, keep doing, keep inspiring people like this.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. I wish you the absolute best of luck as well in all of your endeavors.
Thanks. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.